Whatever you're doing right now, go ahead and stop that. If you're standing up, please go ahead and take a seat. If you're listening out loud, go ahead and put your headphones in. You're listening to an all new episode of My Honest Take. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Hey, relax. Listen, man, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys tuning in. This is another edition of My Honest Take. This is the only podcast that matters and the only pod you'll ever need with your host, Quincy. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this beautiful Tuesday with you. Wow. What a Tuesday. All right, what a Tuesday. I know a lot of people are probably out enjoying their day. Most of y'all are probably at work. Some of you are probably at school. If so, I just want to take the time out to appreciate you for still tuning in, even when you're busy. You know, that means you rock with me the long way, and I appreciate y'all. All right, we're going to try to keep it brief and short with the formalities, but y'all already know the drill, man. If you do like everything that you hear, if you want to keep supporting your boy, please subscribe, comment, like, share with everybody that you know. I typically don't like to give those type of intros because y'all already know what to do, man. I don't want to keep telling y'all the same things, man. If you like it, like it. If you don't, I'm sorry. I can't change your opinion. But hey, maybe you leave with a gem today or something. Maybe you know a little bit more that you didn't know yesterday. All right. So I appreciate each and all of every single one of you guys constantly showing love and support, man. So without further ado, with all the formalities out the way, let's get right into it. So apparently, today, people, Tuesday, which is the 23rd of September, people, okay? Apparently, we are about to reach the rapture. Apparently, Jesus Christ is coming back home. All right, that's what they said. This is what they said. All right, not me. All right, an African pastor, I believe they said, South African, one of those. I believe for sure it was an African pastor, ended up saying that he had a vision, not a dream, but a vision of Jesus coming to him, letting him know, hey, I will be coming there soon. Just letting you know, pretty much just one of those, yo, I just met Jesus. He said he's on the way. Okay. Now, here's what kills me. Okay. I know Jesus kills in the same sentence. I know it's kind of absurd. I apologize. But here's what grinds my gears. Shout out to Peter Griffin. Nobody knows when the rapture is going to be here. You know, if you read your Bible like you say you do, it lets you know. Nobody will know the time, the day, the hour, the month. Nobody's going to know when the rapture is going to come to fruition, right? Nobody knows that. So the fact that he is saying, well, hey, nah, it's going to come true because Jesus came to me in a vision. He let me know he'll be here soon. I doubt it, right? I doubt it. Now, here's the part that gets me, okay? You have these devoted Christians saying, well, no, it's real. The pastor said it. The rapture is here. Number one, how much of an idiot do you have to be? I didn't know if I want to say that word, but I have to, because Christian people, you guys are the ones who know. Nobody knows the time. Nobody knows the day. Nobody knows the hour. You guys should know this. So the fact that you let a pastor tell you, hey, it's happening Tuesday, you threw away all the morals and everything you realized that you thought was true. You just threw all that away and said, yeah, I'm gonna take his word for it. Yeah, he seems like he knows what he's talking about. What? The Bible tells you you don't know when it's gonna happen, but you just say, let's throw that out the way and just listen to Mr. Old Pastor over here. Now, I'm not saying that what the pastor saw was a lie, wasn't real. I don't know. That's his vision. That's what he saw. I can't tell him he's wrong or not. We just got to take his word for it, right? But even then, I still wouldn't believe it, just because this is a claim that nobody's supposed to know. So how do you know this? You know what I mean? Like, how do you know this? Well, Jesus only picks certain people, or God picks only certain people. Yeah, but nobody knows this. Nobody's supposed to know this. You know what I mean? So the fact that he says this and you have these Christians automatically, yes, he's right. It's going to happen tomorrow. Idiots. Idiocracy, people. Idiocracy. I'm sorry. Because here's why I say this. This is not for all Christians. These are for the people who believed it was happening. Because most of these people, this is real talk. I thought it was a joke at first. I did my research. Most of the people who thought the rapture was happening today sold all of their earthly possessions and belongings. Wallets, keys, cars, houses, clothes, phone. They just let people have it. Hey, I don't need this. The rapture's coming. I don't need all this. You can have it. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke. No, this is real. People were really giving away all their stuff. So now think about it. Let's think about it. How do you think those people are going to feel when they realize the trumpets aren't blown? How are those people going to feel when they realize they've been bamboozled? Now they're going to be trying to go back to the pawn shop, thinking they could get their microwave back. No, sir. What, you thought you were going to go to Goodwill, get your clothes back? Your furniture? Nah, it's gone. Better go to Rent-A-Center. Better go ahead and lease it. Go ahead and get your furniture back that way. Oh, wait. You gave them your wallet, too. Better go get it flipping at McDonald's. They'll get you in. This is the problem with people, man. Society has become so brainwashed that someone could say something as massive as that, and everyone follows. Everyone follows. And you know what? You know what's crazy? When you look at it that way, doesn't it kind of seem kind of cultish? Doesn't it? Am I wrong to say that, people? Keep in mind, I'm not someone who is going to tell you, oh yeah, I'm a Christian straight out the gate. No, no, no. I believe in a higher power. I believe in a God. I believe in a devil. But I'm not going to just say it's God and fall under Christianity. No, there is a higher power. Now, I don't believe in no Big Bang Theory. That's just me. Stars blew up and created this perfect ecosystem for us, but all the other planets were not perfect. Like, no, I'm not going to believe that. So I believe something of a higher power created this existence, right? But the fact that you have these devout Christians who are just blind by whatever they just see. Like, think about that. The pastor tells you, yeah, it's going to be a reckoning. The rapture is coming for, to put all your sins, repent right now. And you follow it blindly. So you want me to tell you what's going to happen? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to have the people who actually did get rid of their stuff realize, wow, he lied. Now they're going to lose faith in the church. They're going to lose faith in the pastor. You're going to have people who are now homeless and think, well, God's got me, right? He's got to have me. The rapture's still coming. And they're going to realize it's not coming. And then they're going to lose faith in the Lord. Then you're going to have people who think that no matter what, God's got them through thick and thin. And they're just going to keep giving it all to God, letting God control it. Well, you still got to put in work. God's just not just going to give it to you on a silver platter. Nah, you have to put in the work too, brother. You can't just sit down, God's got it. I'll be all right. No, sir, that's not how that works. I don't know where people got that notion from, that they could just sit down, homeless, starve, don't do nothing, and it's God's got me. Come on, people. You got to put in some work too. So the fact that people just went crazy over this rapture, brother, where? You probably woke up that Tuesday morning ready, huh? Quit your job, was ready. Go ahead and clock back in for me tomorrow. Go ahead and just let them know, yeah, that was an accident. Go ahead and clock back in for me. It's interesting though. That was very interesting to just see that one person in a position of power was able to have that much pull, which just goes to show if you are an authority figure of some type of power, whether it's religion, government, whatever, anything you say, people would just run with it. There's people who just run with it, take it at face value. Oh, rapture's happening tomorrow, I'm on the way. Or, oh my gosh, he said, there's going to be a blackout. Scientists said it's going to be a blackout. If we go outside, we get, vaporized or something. If the light touches you, something like that. It's like, y'all going to take it at face value and just run with it. No, you shouldn't. You should question everything. Because everything can be questioned. Everything has a reasoning. So as soon as he would have said, hey, yeah, there's a rapture happening tomorrow, instantly, y'all Christian people should have said, wait a minute, that's kind of funny. Nobody knows when it's supposed to be happening. So how does he know this? That would have been the instant first question. How does he know this? Just because it's a vision, like I said, his vision can't be true. I'm not doubting that he did not have this vision. But I would give him so much claims of, well, no, that vision can't be real because it says right here in the Bible that nobody knows. And then if you wanted to press that, well, I know. Then you could easily say, well, are you telling me the Bible's fake? Because this is right here, right there. That's a whole different can of worms you could open. But when you question stuff like that, you could get your answers right. You got to question everything. Now, I'm not saying if you're a Christian person to go atheist, or if you're an atheist, go to Christianity. I believe what you believe. All I'm saying to y'all is just question things. It's okay to have questions. It's okay to say, well, hey, that doesn't make sense. Hey, well, I don't know about that, because if that's true, wouldn't that be true? Or if that's true, wouldn't that be a lie? Like, what's going on? It's okay to question things, people. I've been doing that. I've been doing it. I give y'all a better example for the people who really don't think you shouldn't question things. Everywhere you see, what is the reputation of Jesus Christ? White, right? White with blonde hair. Okay. You see him depicted like that everywhere. But in your own Bible, Christians, it says that Jesus was of bronze skin and had hair of sheep's wool. That sounds like a nigga to me. Nappy hair, black. Come on, bro. And you're in Egypt, Jerusalem. You're in that part of the world. It's not really white like that, like you think. They just perceive it as white too. So now you just think, yeah, that's it, white. Nah, it says it in the facts. 60% of people are white there. I bet. What about for the other minorities that are not counting? You really think census are 100% accurate? No, brother. It's not. And that's not even a conspiracy. Just think about it. Think about how many people, especially of African American descent or African descent, aren't being counted. Because number one, they probably don't have papers. They're illegal immigrants here. Or for the people in different countries, they're probably just not getting counted because they're in the hood of the hoods. Worse than Section 8 and all that. Most of these people don't want to go there. So guess what? They're not going to get counted. So those populations that you guys probably seeing, more than likely are incorrect. You gotta know your facts. You gotta question everything, people. But like I said, it was interesting seeing a lot of people think the rapture was today. Boy, it was funny. Everybody waking up thinking Jesus was on the way. You're not gonna know. He's gonna catch you when you at your lowest. That's when he's gonna catch you. I'm not even trying to be a pastor. Because listen to what I'm saying. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. Let me tell you when the rapture's gonna happen. It's gonna happen when you probably mid-stroke. It's gonna happen when you're driving and you're like, I'm about to murk this fool. It's gonna happen when you know what? I'm gonna go out to the club today, right before you get into your car. It's gonna happen right before you get into that car accident. That's when stuff's gonna happen. At the most random inconvenience time, you have to shit at that exact moment, right when it's about to come out trumpets. I'm telling you, you don't know when it's gonna happen. Because why is he gonna come when you're prepared? Think about it. He wants to catch you when you're at your most vulnerable. You're not paying attention. Just so he can see, okay, you were ready. Got you. I'm telling you. I'm just stating the facts. I'm just stating the facts. I'm just stating the facts, people. So that was funny. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no. Now keep in mind though, and the recording of this podcast, it was still in the morning time, so the trumpets can't be a little late. I'm not even trying to be funny. It could be a little late. Maybe it's delayed, and everything I just said was wrong. I apologize. But if I'm right, y'all got a lot of explaining to do to your lawyers and your job because you got to get a lot of stuff back. Now, with all the Christianity rapture stuff out the way, I want to talk about something that's very hard to talk about because there is so much into this. Like it's very layered and just it's a when people say don't go down that rabbit hole. No, this is a for sure rabbit hole. Okay, so singer, artist, rapper. We'll just go artist. By the name of David D4vd. Okay. Um, he was caught in some very controversial drama that is starting to look very, very, very true the more we go along. Okay. Now, when stuff like this happens, people, I know I gotta be like some TMZ and get on top of it, but 9 times out of 10, I don't care. I don't care about y'all celebrities, man. You guys are normal people just like us. I'm gonna treat you just like such. I'm not gonna look at you as, oh my God, you're a god. No. Some of these people just want to be treated like regular humans. All right. If I see you out in public, oh, what's up, Chris Breezy? Oh, just Timberlake was popping. Oh, Meg Thee Stallion was good. Cardi B was popping. Offset, what's up? Like I'm not going, oh my gosh, I be get pictures. Oh my gosh, you're the best. Oh my gosh, Papa Rock. No, man. I don't really, nah, y'all regular humans to me, right? So when I seen this news, I had to dig deep. I had to. I had to throw myself into the rabbit hole on some Alice in Wonderland. I had to really dig deep for this, okay? So apparently, he is around 22, 23, 24, 25. Around, we'll just go between 21 and 25. No, no, no. Let's go 22 and 26. I think that's where it is. It's so much, right? It's so much. Um, but apparently, okay, he's of this age in the 20s, I believe, or maybe even 18. Matter of fact, can we get a check on this, people? At the time of when all this happened, we don't know the actual age, but we're gonna get you an age now. We're gonna get you an age, okay? Because this is diabolical. Okay, they saying he's 20. All right, we got 20 here. So we'll say when all this happened, we'll probably go 18, between 18 and 20. Okay, 18 and 20. Now, here's what happened. Apparently, there was a missing girl who's been missing. I think they said 8 months, a couple months now, right? Missing girl case. Now, to us, we probably got the Amber Alert and did nothing. That's just a fact. Y'all probably looked at it, saw it, and did shit. You ain't do nothing. All right. But that's not even, no, look, stop. I'm not even trying to be funny. But it's real talk. How many Amber Alerts y'all getting? Y'all don't do nothing. We probably got an Amber Alert for this, and now look what happens. Because I'm about to break it down. Here's what happened. So apparently, this 13-year-old female, right? Yep. We're just going to drop the bombshell. 13 people. She's 13. And like I said, he was around 18, 20 at this time. Okay. She was ending up missing. Okay. And one thing they shown was that before she was missing, I believe, she had pictures with this artist David here. Okay. They were flicking up, Instagram posted up, booed up, it looked like you could tell, okay, they booed up, okay. But here's the problem. Nobody said anything about it. Like no, nobody said anything about it from what I saw. It's only when it got resurfaced, everybody's now like, "Oh my gosh, it's crazy." But in the midst of it, we didn't hear nothing about it. Okay, so I think nobody knew her age at the time. That's what I'm going with. Like I said, there's so many pieces of the puzzle right now. I'm trying to figure it out. Now, apparently, okay, she ends up missing, and people try to figure out, where she's at, context clues, things like that. Here's where things get crazy. Apparently, she was murdered, okay? And she was murdered and found in the back of this artist's Tesla. Wow. Wow. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Um there's so much in here. It's so much to unpack. So apparently there's a video of him cleaning shoes online that matches that of the missing girl that he was talking to, right? Cleaning the shoes off, and you could tell it looked like blood was on it, and he's trying to clean off the shoes. So in that case, you're like, what the, like, huh? how is there? First off, how is there video footage of that? It maybe was a ring camera. The quality looked a little too good, but you're like, yo, what the like what? Okay, interesting. I need a little bit more, right? It could be anybody's shoes, right? Okay. Apparently, he and her had the same tattoo on their fingers that said shh, just like that. SHHHH. Both on their fingers. So now we're starting to put pieces of the puzzle. You're like, okay, nah, it's too much of a coincidence. Nah, no way. No way. Nah. It's gotta be he had to at least talk to her and know her in some capacity. There's no way that just randomly, nah, no. Let me get probably one more and we're good. Okay. Some people are already set in. But some people want to just let me get one more and then yeah, he did it. Well, apparently he ended up having a concert and performed a song called Afterlife back in April of this year. The concert was in April, people. And the girl was talking to, her name is Celeste. She was missing since April. And apparently, he made an entire album dedicated to her, a 13-year old girl he fell in love with. Listen, it got to a point where why do people do this? Why do people rap the stuff they do? Now I understand. I understand when it comes to like people rapping about murders and stuff like that. Yeah, it sells. But why would you incriminate yourself still? Truth be told, if all these rappers that talk about killing people, getting money, prostitutes, all that, if these cops really want us to be jackasses, they could easily just say, yeah, we're just gonna take you for what you admitted to doing this, and that. And if they get plausible cause, you're toast. They are going to use your lyrics. As much as people say, well, no, judges say they can't do that, they will use them shits. You're done. Because everybody says, well, no, it's a form of art. It's a medium of art. We can be creative with what we say. We're storytelling. We don't have to really do it. That's not the point. If it could line up just a little bit and match, you're now a number one suspect. And my man right here, you are now the prime candidate of murder, probably sexual assault, and everything else in between under the sun. You're done. You're done. It's finito. And you know what I'm tell you how I know it's finito? This is how you know he knows he's done. He canceled his world tour. Think about that. He canceled his world tour. Now, I do know there is times where people are innocent and they still might cancel world tours or stuff like that. Just because, people have teams where it's like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, your PR team's like, hey, look, let's stop right now because it's a lot of fire right now. Let's just regroup, get some statements out, get some proof out, get you back on track. Most PR teams are gonna do that. So it's not unusual, but it's still one of those things where it's like, you're looking kind of, suspicious over there for you canceling it, not really giving out no statements or nothing. Yeah, you may have done it, brother. You're done. You're toast. It's okay. It's okay. So, like I said, this is a lot to unpack. It's so much more that I'm probably missing, but this is the biggest one that we've seen yet. And like I said, it's been everywhere lately. So I'm just trying to see if they're gonna actually catch him. Is he gonna end up escaping, doing some shit? What's gonna happen? But it's too much evidence pinned against him, brother. You're done. If he somehow beats it and he really did it, he's not gonna win the life. I'll let you know that now. He's done. He's gone. But if he did not do any of this and it was someone else, I would be shocked. I I'll go play the lottery because there's no way. There's no way, people. So, hey, I don't know. He might be done, y'all. He might be done. I'm telling y'all, there's no way. There's no way. But hey, we gonna have to just wait and see. Now, I wanna mention something else that I think is very um what's the word I'm looking for? Idiotic. All right. I've been using that word a lot today, but it's true. So our president, Mr. Donald Trump, um, I gotta tread carefully because as we know, freedom of speech is still free, but the repercussions have now become very severe. Before it may have been a punch in the mouth, you might have got talked about. Now, rest in peace, Charlie Clerk. People are getting shot, so um, I got to be careful. And plus, um, our president is now wanting to cancel or pull certain networks if you discredit him or say anything that's very distasteful about him. Yeah, it got to that point, people. Donald Trump ended up implying it though. He didn't really say it, but he implied it. So I'm gonna give you the statement he said. When you have a network and you have evening shows and all they do is hit Trump, that's all they do. If you go back, I guess they haven't had a conservative one in years or something. When you go back and take a look, all they do is hit Trump. They're licensed. They're not allowed to do that. Uh-huh. hmm And apparently, I believe that statement was from Caitlin Collins about Trump too, with Trump stating most of it being said too as well. So now we're at a point where now freedom of speech is non-existent. That's where we're at now. It's become non-existent. Where yeah, you can say whatever you want to say. Go ahead and say it. But if it's just not exactly what I'm thinking or that I like, you're pulled. I'm taking that off the air. We're cutting you short. That network that you had, yeah, it's gone now. So we've already seen it with Jimmy Kimmel. He's gone, or Jimmy Fallon. Which one of them? You know, their show's already gone now. That's out of here. What was it? Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel. Yep, out of here. So it makes you wonder: is South Park gonna still be on the air? Because they don't give a damn. Family Guy, they don't give a damn. Is Jimmy Fallon gonna talk about it? Is all the other late night shows gonna talk about him? We don't know, because if he pulls the whole network, if Comedy Central gets pulled completely, well, goddamn. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's at a point now where we really have to look at it like, damn, everybody cares about their Second Amendment to bear arms or Third Amendment, whichever one it is, to just bear arms, right? But nobody cares about freedom of speech until it's gone. That's the problem. Before that amendment to bear arms is even touched or even thought about, y'all panicking. They better not. Oh, another school shooting. They still better not take away our guns. But when people say something on that, you don't even think about the freedom of speech until you start seeing it slowly get stripped away. Now you want to, okay, hey, wait a minute. It looks like they're starting to take away our freedom of speech. You think now? You think? So it makes you wonder now, with our president doing this, are we leading, or what should I say, are we leaning into a dictatorship? I don't think so. Just because he has, what, 3 more years left, 4 more years left of presidency, and we know for certain he can't run again. If he is able to run again, I'm my my mind's blown. That's some new next level shit. I'm not gonna lie, but we just gotta tough it out. We just gotta stick it out, people. We got it. But it just goes to show, though, that is kind of insane that we're letting stuff like that slide. Where he's able to do this. Oh yeah, I don't want. Nah, you talk about me, it's done for. You thought you were getting money from that? Nah, it's over with. So it's crazy. I I personally am someone who is very, very pro freedom of speech. State your mind. Speak what you want. As you know, with this podcast, we're gonna speak it. But for our president to say, "Hey, you talk about me, it's game over," that just goes to show y'all worried about freedom of speech rather than just controlling gun laws. You don't need to break down the amendment. You could just tweak it. It's so easy to tweak that. But freedom of speech, it feels like they just trying to get rid of that shit. Yeah, you can say that, but just know you might go in jail, you might lose this, you might lose that. You know what I'm saying? It's insane, people. It's insane. Welcome to America. That's the best way to say it. Welcome to America. Now, for all my sports lovers, what do we have today? Y'all know at the end of every podcast, we got to go ahead and run into our sports segment. I mean, I didn't really see nothing too interesting except for A'ja Wilson making history. The WNBA winning 4 MVPs. She is she might be the GOAT. I ain't gonna lie, she might be the GOAT. I know you got your Candace Parkers, your Maya Moores, but damn, A'ja Wilson's cooking, dog. She's cooking. I still love Maya Moore. She was amazing before she ended up retiring a little early. But damn, A'ja 4? That's nasty. That's nasty. Okay, that's nasty. The Indiana Fever without Caitlin Clark, I believe they just beat someone who should have won. Who was that? Atlanta, I think. I want to say it was Atlanta, but without Caitlin Clark and I believe Sophia Cunningham, and they got the job done. Man, y'all don't be watching WNBA. That's your problem. That's your problem. But y'all want to watch. Y'all want to watch Derrick Henry only get one touchdown to 40 yards. That's what y'all want to watch. Watch? Question mark. Is that what you? Lamar Jackson in this Drew Brees era? He finally learned how to play football. He's not running no more. He's passing. Detroit Lions put that spy up, and he was neutralized on the run game. Lions beat the Ravens. Hey, Lions to the bowl, man. You hear it here first. Put all your money on Lions to the Super Bowl, dog. We're not worried about my Broncos. They upset me. But Lions to the bowl. Okay, Lions to the bowl. Packers, they might be the worst team. You lose to the Browns. The Browns, matter of fact, you and the Cowboys. The Cowboys are terrible. To the Bears? Oh my gosh. I've never seen something like this. Najee Harris, hope you get better soon. First time getting injured, really. Never missed a game with the Steelers. He came to the Chargers and boom! Achilles, he's done. Justin Herbert jumped over him like he was just a rag doll and still made a play. It's crazy. It's crazy. I believe there was another injury too. I believe CeeDee Lamb got an ankle sprain. And I believe there's someone else too who got injured because I got him in fantasy and boy pissed me off. James Conner broke his damn ankle. This is ridiculous. But it's okay. Basketball's almost here. Fantasy basketball, here I come. All right. Trae Young and Pat Bev, they were going at it. Pat Beverly talking crazy. Trae Young's overrated. Nobody wants him on his team. Nobody wants you, da-da-da. Trae Young went in. Trae Young went in. Patrick Beverly, a role player. You just played with the LeBrons and all that. How many seasons you got to the conference finals? Oh, how many seasons I did it in? Oh, I'm averaging more points, blocks, assists, everything more than you. Now, he was going in. He was going in. But hey, I stay out of it. I just like watching. I just like watching. So hey, it's been amazing everywhere. Oh, and lastly, for the people who really want to say Jamar Chase versus Justin Jefferson, who's the real wide receiver one. Both had backup QBs. I mean, Vikings had a better backup QB in Carson Wentz, right? And they smacked the Bengals 48-3, right? Yeah. I mean, Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase didn't touch the end zone, but damn, I mean, Jay Jettis showed levels, but Chase was trying to. I mean, I don't know. This was interesting. We got to see another game. We got to see another game. But listen, people, man, like I said, I got to get out of here. That's enough about the sports. I didn't see nothing too crazy about it. Once basketball season starts, and of course, we see a little bit more of the playoff games for the WNBA. Of course, I'll be back to cover all that. But I do want to just say one thing, too, lastly, for all my rap fans and battle rap fans. Loaded Lux and Murder Mook are the greatest battle rappers to touch the mics. These people have just shown levels against some of the top hitters and top dogs in the game. And it shows you they could go toe to toe and blow for blow with all of them. Lux gave Twerk the 3-0. Mook gave Hitman Holla the 3-0. Listen, I'm going to end up talking some more about battle rap, but that was a sight to behold. I appreciate every single one of you guys checking in and hanging out with your boy. during this round, 35-minute podcast session, man. Listen, I had to talk about everything and anything, but I do appreciate each and every single one of you guys for continuously rocking with me and showing that with support. Please continue to support the podcast, as it does help me with everything that needs to be done to give you guys a better podcast each and every single week. So my name has been Quincy, and you've been listening. Just play the music.